Well, hello there. I'm Ketonius GG, and what's this? Civ 6? Playing as Bull Moose Teddy on our A to Z challenge. Who would have thought? We're playing a Deity difficulty, standard speed. We've got a standard map size, which means 8 civilizations, 12 city-states. Shuffle maps, we have no idea what's going to be around us. We have random resources. Here's the map and game seed. We have no gameplay changing mods, no game modes. Bull Moose Teddy is a very, very interesting leader in Civ 6. He is a culture powerhouse. First of all, breathtaking tiles adjacent to a natural wonder or mountain receive +2 science. Breathtaking tiles adjacent to a wonder or woods receive +2 culture. All tiles in a city with a national park are +1 appeal. So we are going to go absolutely crazy on national parks. Not only that, but then late in the game we get the film studio, which replaces the broadcast center. It gives +100% tourism pressure from the city towards other civilizations once the game enters the modern era. So if the game makes it that far before we win a culture victory, then we are definitely going to be able to win because we're going to get double our tourism from all of our cities. We're going to be doubling the tourism from our national parks. It's going to be awesome. We also get the Founding Fathers ability from America, which just converts our Diplo policy slots into wildcard slots and gives us 1 Diplo favor for every wildcard slot that we have. We also have the P-51 Mustang, which is pretty cool. It's a fighter replacement, but unfortunately the AI doesn't use planes that much. The first thing I notice with this starting location is we have a little bit of a continent split, which is kind of nice. That just means we're going to have the opportunity for more different luxuries. There are 4 different luxuries on every continent in a game of Civ. If you have access to 2 different continents, theoretically you could have access to 8 luxuries instead of 4. The other thing I take a look at here, which is not something you normally do, but with Teddy you most certainly do, is you take a look at the appeal lens. We want to keep our eye out for breathtaking tiles. Now I see 2 breathtaking tiles, this one down here and this one right here. Now this one is interesting because that is a geothermal fissure, which means it's not a very workable tile normally, but since we're Teddy, we get +2 science if a tile is adjacent to a natural wonder or a mountain, which it is, and +2 culture if it's adjacent to woods or a wonder, which it also is. So this is going to be a 2 food, 3 science, 2 culture tile. Now, as good as that is, a geothermal still isn't that amazing because you can't improve it. What I'm tempted to do here is step right here, see what's on the other side. If it's just 2 mountains, then I will probably then scoot over to here for a turn 2 settle. Then I have 4 food under my capital and I have 2 tiles. However, if it's something good right here, like a grassland hill with woods on it, then we are going to go ahead and settle on this, get the extra science and culture from the beginning. Now this is a tough decision. I'm really tempted to go here and get the extra science and culture from turn 1. I think I just have to go to this one. 4 food underneath my capital plus a couple of 2/2 tiles is just going to help me get a scout out really quickly. It's going to help me get another settler out really quickly. It's going to be amazing, and our borders will grow to this, and this genuinely will be a workable tile. I think it'll be worth it to go to the citrus. Currently what I'm thinking is, so I settle here, and this side of my empire can be prepped for national parks, maybe can fit a preserve, although I don't have a great spot for a preserve anywhere in here. And then over here, this can be like the industrial half, so I can go aqueduct, I can go dam, industrial zone, I can get another city over here with an aqueduct. We're still going to have industry, we're just going to concentrate it into certain parts of my empire and just pack our districts together as much as we can in the low appeal areas so that we can keep the high appeal areas available for national parks and preserves. Here is the turn to settle Washington. And yeah, just like that, we're already growing in 4 turns. We can get a scout out in 6. The more I think about it, I'm thinking I do want to push through a religion, and I want to go for either Feed the World, which is amazing and just gives you tons of food and housing, or choral music. The reason I would love to go for choral music is because it gives you culture in your shrines and temples, and this civic right here, conservation, we want to get here as quickly as we possibly can because this will allow us to plant woods, which increases appeal, which will absolutely make my yields go insane. So we're going to be kind of rushing conservation. We're not going to completely skip the bottom half, but we're going to skip a lot of it in order to get conservation as quickly as we can. So we're going to focus a lot on culture and less so on science in the early game. We will get enough science to stay up to date, have a military, not die, but overall our focus is going to be faith and culture. Goody Hut here, what do we have? Writing, that's a terrible boost because I'm gonna meet somebody inevitably, but whatever. Buenos Aires, first meet, excellent. Okay, but I did just meet Woolen. My scout finished, so I'm just gonna get myself a settler real quick. He will finish before I've unlocked holy sites, which will be amazing. Venice, that is 2 gold per turn. Fayette number 2, what do we got? 40 gold. That's alright. There's Code of Laws. We're going to pop in Discipline. We want God King. I got my settler, and I think I am going to grab one more warrior very quickly. There's Astrology. Now we're going to go for Animal Husbandry. We have a lot of flat land around us. I think there's a pretty decent chance that we've got some horses going on. Now that I've got Astrology, I'm going to quickly place my Holy Site down. I don't care too much about adjacency, but +1 is better than +none. Here's city number 2, and we got ourselves some coffee. I'm just gonna slap my holy site down right away. What do we get? An envoy. Not useful yet, but long term that is a very useful option. What do we got? Craftsmanship. Okay, well, I was gonna get that anyway, but okay, thank you. Oh no. He is very aggressive. He loves his surprise wars. There is a meet on Cahokia. There's Guitarja. As much as I would love to save up for a builder and get stuff going, I'm going to get myself a slinger here. Because if this scout finds me and lives to tell the tale, then I'm going to get bar brushed real hard and it's going to seriously derail my early game. Okay, there's the holy site complete. I am nowhere near the first person to be getting profit points. So, yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to do Stonehenge. If it doesn't work out, then I'll just put the production into either a shrine, probably into a shrine, maybe into Holy Site Prayers. I could pop another one into Buenos Aires right now, take suzerainty, and just have visibility over this area. You know what? That's not a bad idea. I'm going to go ahead and do that. There's Mapuche. Oh, I hate playing against him. No, I'm not showing you where my city is. Where is he? My scout just found Giant's Causeway in Persia's land, and that is absolutely terrifying. So all of his units are going to have an extra 5 combat strength. Not a fan of that. Earth Goddess is always good for Teddy to get faith from Breathtaking Appeal. However, I just don't have all that much. Later in the game I will, but I kind of want something that's going to help me right now. For example, out of the open sky. If I can get all these pastures built, I will get a lot more culture. Another good option for me would be God of Craftsman, 1 production and 1 faith on these bad boys. Honestly, long term, I think that's better, maybe. I think I'm going to go God of Craftsman, because that extra faith from these horses is going to help me be able to keep my religion alive without having to throw every single resource that I have into it. Hey, there's a Culture City Stay and Tananarivo Coupe. Interesting. I'm going to pop in Corvée, and we're going to get that Stonehenge done ASAP. And my first governor, we're going Amani. So we're going to go to Woolen first, because I care less about them long term. And there's Ngazgamu. Very interesting. If I wanted to go for a war game. No. An unmet player built it. Now we're not even going to get one of the first religions. Has one already gone? Let's see. Yep, Buddhism. Oh, choral music. Ah, crap. I can put the production into my shrine. Oh, that's so disappointing. There's Woolen, and we're going to immediately move Amani along. I'm going to reassign her over to Venice. Alas, both the religions I wanted have gone. Choral music and Feed the World. There's foreign trade, discipline. We don't need corvée. I'm going to go for urban planning. We're going to go toward political philosophy still. Indonesia likes me, so we're going to be friends with her. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell my citrus. I think a lot of times the gold early game is more valuable than the amenities. Plus that didn't even change because I still have my coffee and I'm about to probably get this citrus from Buenos Aires. Now what I can do with that is quickly get myself a settler. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to produce my settlers. I'm going to go Exodus to be able to get extra movement and charges on my missionaries. Another governor title, giving it to Magnus. We're popping him in the capital. We're going to get him provision. Here is city number 3. I could have gone one further up, and I thought about it, but I just wanted to be closer to the horses. There's my prophet, who immediately found my religion with Simon Peter. If I'm being honest here, none of these are very good for me. We're going to go religious community, and we're also going to go with religious colonization. This way, every time we found a city, it'll just already have our religion. Hopefully we won't have to worry too much about it. Speaking of horses, they sell for quite a bit on the open market. I don't trust these two. Coupe, I trust a little bit more. There's masonry, and we're going to go ahead and chop out that settler, followed by slapping down my government plaza right there. Would you look at that? It's my very first breathtaking tile in my land, which is honestly my fault because I could have settled here directly on a breathtaking tile. It's glorious. 2 science and 2 culture on that bad boy. Political philosophy, and we are going to get classical republic. No surprises there. I may switch to oligarchy here in a minute. Colonization is great. Urban planning looks pretty good. I want discipline in, and I want diplomatic league. Now we're going to go military tradition. Then we're going to pick up drama and poetry. And I know, I'm playing Teddy. I could go for preserves. Look at this appeal. Look at this appeal. It's not that good. I've got, like, right here I would have 2 breathtaking and 3 charming tiles, but preserves are not worth it unless you can get at least 4 breathtaking tiles, in my opinion. Here are those horses. Oh yeah, extra production, extra faith. I totally should have gone monumentality. I honestly just didn't think I had very much faith, although granted, 4 of that faith is coming from excess great profit points that I'm getting from the golden age that I chose. There's that other builder. Let's get irrigation boosted. Well, bam. And we just got 2 envoys with Ngazargamu. Now that's interesting. It's like the game is telling me to attack people. It's like, yeah, do it. Go on. Go on. Another city with disgusting appeal. Look at it. It's terrible. But once I chop out this rainforest, it'll actually be pretty decent because of these coast tiles. There's the Ancestral Hall. And now we're going to start pumping out more settlers. We also got us a governor title. And I think it makes the most sense to go for Pingala. Look at this land that Cyrus has. I really want it. Such high appeal. I mean, there's areas like this, but that's just because he's put like 50 mines all over the place. I think we've got to kill him. I really do. So as soon as we're done with ironworking, we're going straight for apprenticeship. Gonna do a little bit of a man-at-arms rush. Cyrus wants my iron. No, sir. Here is another city. I'm gonna purchase this tile real quick. Just get myself a second iron mine. There actually is pretty okay appeal around here, but I can always remove it later. That is a nice tile. 1 faith, 4 production, 1 food, 1 science. Very nice indeed. Governor title, we're going straight for connoisseur. We want that culture as high as we can get it. You know what? Persia's strength keeps increasing. Just went up to 45. He's got immortals. I do not want to attack him. That just doesn't sound fun in the slightest. So eventually we'll do it, maybe. But she's still looking very attackable. No walls, no nothing. Here's city number 6, and we're going to slap down another campus. There's apprenticeship. That actually came at the perfect time because it gave me the era score in this new era. Now, she's gone dark. That is interesting. It's like the game is telling me that I should attack her. So, I shall. I mean, I have to, right? It's basically telling me to. It could be free inquiry, but I think it's going to be Exodus, because I'm about to convert this city to my religion, which is also going to give me 100 gold. Bam. Classical and medieval era land units. That sounds amazing. Now here is city number 7. Let's see, he's got 5 cities and 26 pops, 7 cities and 36, 6 cities and 43, 3 cities and 18. I've got 6 cities and 27. So I am right around the middle of the pack, I would say. I'm almost equal with Cyrus. This puts me a little bit ahead, and look at this delightful tile. Remember what I said earlier about culture being crucial for my game? I am going to stick with that. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to say we're going to go World Church and confirm we're at 27.5 culture. Oh yeah, that was like 10 culture per turn. Boom, 2 era score. He would love a joint war. Yep, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Now it's under siege. We can go ahead and take a couple of quick hits on it. We have some man-at-arms coming, so we're going to go oligarchy. Oh yeah, conscription is great. Actually, I'll leave maneuver in just for a minute because I have the slot. Go serfdom. We'll go Republican legacy and see if we can't push a few more cities into happy. Yeah. Take a quick pillage of faith. That lowers the city's combat strength by 2. We'll attack with these guys real quick. Well, bam. Well, bam, and take the city. Magnus, get over here. Keep the city loyal, please. And Pingala, you can go over to the capital. We're just going to have to smack into the city and smack it again, smack it again, smack it one last time. Crossbow takes a shot, and then we can go bam and finish off the city. Is it loyal? Ooh, it is not close. It is not within a million miles of loyal. Gonna bring Magnus over immediately. Let's do this. Bam. This city is now mine. Minus 9.3. This one, still minus 2.5. That is a pikeman, and that is a much, much stronger city than she had before. Bam. Oh, yeah, we're getting there. Gonna chop a pop there, and minus 0.2. Basically loyal. One last pillage. Now the catapult can scoot up, and he can move and fire. Oh, yes. There we go. Get in there. Get in there. We did it. We've got 3 breathtaking tiles in this city. I am very glad I took it. Now that I've taken Indonesia's capital, I am getting a minus 5 penalty, so now I'm in the negative on Diplo favor. So I'm going to go ahead and sell it all. And looks like Lautaro and me are going to be friends for at least 30 more turns because I would like to keep that 45 gold per turn. If you start getting tourists from somebody, and then they get knocked out of the game, all of those tourists go away. And even if you haven't gotten any, like at this point, I don't have any tourists at all from anybody, but knocking them out of the game means the rest of the game I'm not going to be able to get any tourists from them. So I do want to leave her in the game. There's Monarchy, and we will lose the +4 combat strength on our melee units, but I think that'll be just fine. We're going to go Diplomatic League, definitely Professional Army, Conscription's good. Sure, let's put in Urban Planning. Feels a little weird this late in the game. And Courser, and you, Courser. Alright, we're finally taking this city, and we'll actually get 5 air score for taking Indonesia out of the game, which is kind of sweet. Because her other city flipped. Yep, I know. 5 air score. Very, very nice. This city flipped. We have 7 turns before it flips to Lautaro. We need to liberate it. It's really weird playing as Teddy because something like this, I would normally chop it, which would chop out my industrial zone, and then I'd pop a mine down and make the tile just as good. But I don't want to lose appeal, so I just have to pop a lumber mill down, which improves the tile, but you just don't get a lot of good chopping. You do get rainforest chops. Definitely chopping a lot of rainforest, but anyway, it's just kind of an interesting way that you end up playing as Teddy. And we'll go bam, and we'll bam, and liberate to Indonesia. We need to keep her in the game. She's still minus 21, so it's going to rebel again, but you know what? We just got ourselves 300 Diplo favor. Oh yeah, look at this deal. I'm going to lose my Diplo favor anyway, so I can just take a 4-4 Great Work of Writing and a 2-2. Then I get 60 gold per turn and 280 gold. Putting down a nice +2 adjacency theater square for my capital here. That'll help push us through to conservation just that much faster. We are going to go monumentality. Thank you very much. I'm really avoiding putting mines down just for a little bit longer. Okay, a joint formal war against me. I'm going to grab a trebuchet. I'm for real. I am for real. So you better check yourself. All right, let's kill this knight as quickly as we can. You know what? Yeah. Oh well. Boom. That removes his Amani too. Suck on that, bro. Now they're on my team. And now I can also maybe kill this knight. Come on. Get the kill. Get the kill, Mr. Crossbow. Do it. Yeah. Got a sneaky little city. I'm going to pop down right here while we're at war. So I think we go straight for muskets and bombards because I have quite a bit of niter. The trebuchet is now sitting here and gonna start slowly knocking down the walls. This is how I compare on science. So I'm 6 techs behind Mapuche, who's the leader. We're only 1 tech behind Cyrus, and we now have more science per turn. We're gonna have to fall back. I don't want my trebuchet dying here, which he will next turn when that musket breaks through, but that's okay. Oh my goodness gracious, there's Alexander. We found other people, and they were right here the whole time, as was Johannesburg. Oh, hey! He 1 turn friend me. Alright, cool. That works. Away from the front lines. I'm still getting theater squares. We're going to pop in Wars of Religion to get +4 combat strength. That's going to have to go out in favor of retinues and professional army. I'm also going to put craftsmen in. I know urban planning technically gives more production than craftsman does, but I'd rather concentrate the production in my better cities. Now things are looking a lot better for me. +5 from the military alliance, +3 intel, +4 wars of religion. Oh, plus my great general, don't forget about him. Boom, we've got ourselves a bombard. Coursers are just fortifying and then pillaging and then moving and pillaging some more. Indonesia has once again been liberated into the game. We're gonna get 100 more Diplo favor. I'm gonna buy myself an archaeological museum real quick. Just get a little bit extra culture and especially to boost natural history because look how close we are. We're obviously not gonna be able to get a neighborhood with breathtaking appeal unless we get all the way to urbanization, which is a lot of text. So we're just gonna rush straight to conservation and say screw the boost. A 1 and a 2 and a 3 and kill a unit with a musket man. There's square rigging boosted. Settling another random city right here. Pretty soon here we're gonna, ooh, Kokia Mound, yay, that's an amenity right there. Pretty soon we are going to be able to start putting national parks everywhere. Ooh, Vietnam, another one of the civs that I don't particularly like to see in a game because they're very difficult to attack and also AI just tends to play them really well. So we go like this, boom, and then we'll try to take it with this guy, can we? Yeah, we did it. We can go boom and boom. Massive hits with those guys. Musket, come on. And looks like the cavalry is going to be the one to take the city. Another one bites the dust. Oh, depredation. Yes. Pillaging costs only 1 movement. That is going to be huge. Also, in case you didn't notice, Giant's Causeway, baby. You know what that means? Every unit that I move next to it gets a permanent +5 combat strength. Smack that, and boom, another city. Finally met the last person on the map. That took so long. I don't know what happened here, but I know Coupe had a city right here somewhere. It must have gotten burned down. That is actually fantastic for me. I'm 2 turns off of conservation, and as soon as I get it, I'm going to be planting woods on pretty much every tile that I possibly can. Every mine in my empire will be removed and replaced with woods and a lumber mill. Here we go, the moment we've been leading up to this entire game. Conservation. Now we can finally start backfilling some stuff. So first of all, civil engineering so I can produce builders faster. I don't have enough gold income in order to be able to purchase them at a rapid rate. Look at all these disgusting mines. Everything must go. We remove, we plant woods, we put a lumber mill. We are going to rejig the government a bit here. So we're going to grab theocracy for this 15% discount on purchases with faith. I am loving the housing from walls, but I don't have any Renaissance walls. I'm loving the extra influence points, but I really just need the discount on faith. Professional army can stay. I do have a few more troops I believe I need to upgrade. Let me double check on Wars of Religion. Yep, I still technically follow mine. Cyrus still follows his, which means Wars of Religion is still effective. I'm going to keep Raid in just for a bit. Republican Legacy needs to go in order to get my cities to be content. And Scripture is going to go in to get just a little bit of extra faith. And that's actually 15% extra faith above what I had. It also would have been really nice if I had any faith or culture city-states this game, but I don't. Let's get one last pillage right there. Can we take it with this guy? No, we cannot. Come on. Boom, there we go. Take a look at this tile right here. 4 food, 2 production, 2 gold. I plant 1 woods next to it. Well, bam! Adds 2 science, 2 culture. Look at my yields. They are shooting up pretty quick, and I am just barely getting started. My first national park goes down. Well, bam! 4 arrow score. And, oh yeah, we'll just march right on in. He's now down to 1 last city. National Park number 2, and that's 3 more arrow score. Now that I've obliterated Persia, I can rejig my government. So I'm going to take that out, that out, that out. We're going to go craftsman and conscription. And we're going to put in land surveyors because I'm going to be buying a bunch of tiles for national parks. I'm coming back to this game now after a few days of not playing, and the first thing I notice is trade routes. I don't have enough of them. I need more trade routes because you get a 25% modifier with anybody you have a trade route to. So Mapuche, for example, I'm getting 25%, which they are the most important one to have a trade route to because they are the domestic tourist leader, but I still would like to get a trade route with absolutely everybody. So that's going to mean econ districts. I need commercial hubs, I need harbors, and I'm thinking I'm going to go mostly harbors because I want my land to be high appeal things as much as possible. So that means theater squares, holy sites, maybe an entertainment complex as well, and anything that's not one of those needs to be woods. And then, of course, obviously, I want as much space as possible for national parks. The other thing I need, which I already knew, was every city needs a theater square, and I would love to get as many holy sites out as I can. And preserves wouldn't hurt either for the extra culture and faith that they would give. I mostly need a ton of faith income because I'm going to be buying naturalists like crazy once I've terraformed my land as much as I want, and of course, once I've gone up and settled all this area. And of course, I need to take this 16 pop city from Coupe because I have terrible loyalty in all of this area. The other thing I noticed is I'm going for industrialization, which is good, but the most important thing I can possibly get is Eiffel Tower, because that's +2 appeal on all tiles in my civilization, which just means my culture, my science is going to go crazy. And of course, even more importantly, my tourism is going to go crazy from all the national parks. One last thing I noticed is that Johannesburg hasn't been seized, so I am going to quickly put Diplomatic League in place of land surveyors, and I'm going to get Johannesburg on side. Boom, boom. Yes, and I am the first in the world. That's crazy. So that's a nice era score. Unfortunately, they haven't explored much for me, but they did find Caguana. Hexant Draconis is more fun, and honestly, getting some actually decent cities up here would be really nice. So I'm going to do that. Got another governor title, and we're going to go for Reina so that we can get forestry management going. I finally evangelized my final belief here. Normally I'd go for a stupa because the one amenity is super useful, but since I'm planting so many woods, I'm thinking I'm going to go for Gurdwara because a lot of my farms are going to get removed. Down goes another national park. Here's depredation, boy. Wha-bam, wha-bam. Haha, we can get forestry management on Reina. That gives me some nice juicy gold in this city, and more importantly, gives me extra appeal, which means more tourism. Currently, I've got trade route to Alexander, one to Lautaro, one to Shaka, so I'm just trying to make sure I have at least one with everybody. More bombarding of the city. Little by little, we are getting the city's health down. I'll take that. I don't need to be at war with you. Boom, 100% toward Theater Square buildings. And I was going to build these anyway, but now that we've got the plus 100% from World of Congress, we're definitely just going to start getting these Theater Square buildings done everywhere. There it is. Mausoleum is finally done. Now this will give me 1 culture, 1 science, and 1 faith on all coast tiles for this city. But I don't particularly care about that. What I care about is the 1 extra engineer charge on all of my great engineers. Die already. Die. Die. Back at home, I'm still planting tons of woods, building tons of lumber mills. Last charge of Brunicelli. We're down to 5 turns. And I've stolen, I don't even know how many builders from him, from Coupe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 5 builders I've stolen from him. Down goes city number 23. Please. Please, just die. Just die. Yes, 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 yes. And now, look at that. No more loyalty pressure. Now that I've got Coupe's capital, I've got no reason to be at war with him anymore, so we're gonna make peace. City number 25 is now down. Here's city 26. So let's see, 271 science, 462 culture. Let me roll the turnover. There it is. And I'll also get a lot more tourism. I should have checked my tourism number before I did this, before I rolled the turnover, but that's okay. Because the tourism is really what I care the most about. That's what's going to win us the game. And our she blows. Look at it. I love how it lights up at the end. Let's see. 303 and holy cow. Those went way up, way, way, way more than I thought. 322 tourism. This might seem really harsh, but I realized I don't really need woolen. They're just kind of in the way, and they're not giving me much by way of production, and I'm not even their suzerain, and even if I was, it's not a bonus I particularly care about. And this builder has been standing on the tile that I want for about 100 million bajillion years. Yes, that is the official number of years that it's been standing there. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to declare war on woolen, and I'm gonna go kill that stupid builder so my settler can settle next turn. There's suffrage, and we're immediately gonna go for democracy. Oh, this is a much better government than theocracy. Levy on mass is going to come out for a minute. Logistics is in. Expropriation, public works are staying in. New Deal is going in. 5-year plan is a maybe. Republican legacy. Colonial taxes is a yes. That's a ton of extra production in gold. I think I got to go symphonies. I just got to start cranking out the great musicians. Finally, I can place this city since I stole that builder. Well, bam. Down goes another national park, and my tourism will just keep on a-climbing. City number 28, yes. This is the next card that I want right here. Online communities, 50% tourism, output civilizations you have a trade route to. And this should do it. It's not that big of a deal, although I really don't want a military emergency being called against me. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to raise it. Boink. It's gone. Goodbye, Woolen. I just went through everybody and made sure I had open borders with everyone, because that is another 25% modifier for tourism, so that's huge. I definitely want to make sure I have that. I am getting minus 20% from having democracy, but I'm not too worried about that because just the value you get from democracy, I feel like oftentimes is worth it, and I think this game is no exception to that. I think it is worth it. There's my first film studio. Oh yeah. City number 29, and it's another 4-pop city, and we're gonna hurry and make sure that it doesn't starve. Down goes another national park. Oh yeah. Coupe, Lautaro, oh, and Cyrus. Here's city number 30. Lautaro is really coming after me here, but luckily this field cannon core could do some pretty good damage. Man, that plus 10 that he gets against civs in a golden age is brutal. That's why fighting against the Mapuche absolutely sucks. I got myself an aerodrome. So, first, we're going to grab ourselves P-51 Mustang to kill Mapuche's units. Then we'll get ourselves a bomber. Here comes the Mustang, baby, for its first kill. Don't mind me just liberating Indonesia for like the 50th time. I should have done a counter to see how many times I've actually liberated them. There's computers. That means 25% extra tourism across my entire empire. Online communities is immediately going to go into my government. Now what I want to go for is environmentalism for that extra 25% across my empire. So we'll grab this first, then we'll go there. The world enters the modern age, and now getting a lot more tourism because all of my film studios are giving me plus 100% tourism in their respective cities, and Lautaro has gone into a heroic age. Oh, that's painful. So I'm about to try to conquer him. I am going to conquer Lautaro, but we're already at war, so Casa Spella isn't going to help me. I don't really care about production toward military units. What I want is reform the coinage. Hey, there's Bolshoi. Very, very nice. And there's combustion. That means tanks. And, oh, I was like, when did I go for totalitarianism? I didn't. That was from Bolshoi. Another great musician. I am tearing through the great musicians. 73 points per turn, and I'm not running any projects at all. Bomber can take it down to 0. And then my cavalry can take a major defeat. But he does take city. The privateers finally made it down here after hundreds of in-game years. We could start pillaging. Oh yeah. I also got environmentalism, which means 25% more tourism across my empire. I'm now over 1,000. But check this out. This is so much fun. It's a little snow globe. Woohoo! Estadio. I now have plus 2 extra amenities in every single city in my empire. And on top of that, I have 6 culture in every city in my empire, which is a lot of them. So my culture is going to absolutely shoot through the roof. Yeah, 1,700. And now most of my cities are happy or ecstatic. Building some more holy sites. Cities that already have them are starting to do holy site prayers. Just filling out the holy sites that I do have. I'm just trying to get as much faith as I can in order to start being able to purchase naturalists a little bit more frequently. All right, here we go. Let's go take this city. Yeah. Look at this, typical AI stuff right here. They built a preserve, and then they built something on every single tile except for one. I'm like, dude, why? Here's my great work screen. I've got a ton of empty space still, but I do have a decent number of books, some artifacts, decent amount of art that I may or may not be able to theme. I'll check here. And then I'm starting to get a lot more music, but I still have a ton of spaces for it. And yes, I have been checking to see if anybody would sell stuff to me, and they won't, which is really sad for me. Oh, there's a theme. And Mapuche's got an ironclad floating around. Oh, yeah. Come chase me, buddy. Chase me. Chase me, Susie. Chase me. Die. Die. Gosh, is that what you want? Is that what you wanted, Lautaro? You to waste my bombers on a stupid unit? I'm going to take Mexico City real quick so that my water parks, entertainment complexes, and industrial zones can reach 3 tiles further. That is actually a pretty big bonus for me. There goes Indonesia again. Time to liberate. Oh man. There we go. Now I'm starting to make decent progress. And if I knock Lautaro out of the game, he's the 324 or 325 that I have to get to. If I take him out of the game, the next highest would be Vietnam at 211. Ah, scary. His ironclad found me. Run away. Distraction. Still just shooting Mapuche cities. Doop 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 doop. Boom! Another city taken, and immediately shoot that guy. Oh, you're kidding me. I was about to win. I was getting so close, and they neutralized Bengala. That's going to get rid of a lot of tourism for me. Yeah, dropped it from 7 turns to 43. Jedediah, you suck. Ooh, another great rider. And yes, Alvaro Alto. Very nice. Most games that I'm getting great engineers, I don't care about him, but this game, he is actually quite useful. Hey, I got my first sanctuary. Oh, yes. Bomber, and my other bomber, and my tank army can run all the way in. Yes. There's the capital. Very nice. Hey, I captured Big Ben. That means I have another slot. I think it's just got to be satellite broadcast. Yeah, 112 tourism per turn. Here's another national park. In case you ever wondered, you can build railroads through national parks, which is pretty nice. Down to 5 turns left. Once the turn rolls over, it might be even less. 2100 per turn, and oh, yep, I win next turn. And there it is. Victory screen. That's a tourism victory as Bull Moose Teddy. But here it is. Here's the final map. We're about to finish off Lautaro. We claimed pretty much our entire landmass. 39 cities, almost 3,000 culture per turn, ton of national parks. 18 national parks to be exact is how many I had, because it's 72 divided by 4 tiles each. But I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I really, really appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and leave a comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Civ 6 videos like this. I'm Ketonius GG, and as for myself and Alias, it's been a hoot. Bye-bye now.